So, I've only just recovered from last week's scooping, and it's time to do some more scooping this week.
Scooping this week?
Scooping this week.
We're going to scoop again this week.
Coming up on today's scoop, Greg.
Yeah.
The Atari Box launches, and it looks like it's going to be fantastic.
Atari Box what?
We've talked about the Atari Box before, we'll get to that. Cadburys have launched a retro selection box ready for this Christmas that will take you right back to your childhood. And Flight of the Navigator is getting a reboot. You know all of these mini consoles and stuff that are coming out, Greg?
I must get that SNES.
Yeah, it's sold out everywhere, although there is going to be stock coming out soon, so don't pay anybody like 120 quid for it, because you'll get it for the 79 before long.
Thanks to the advice. Thanks for the advice.
Anyway, Nintendo bought those two out. Sega are bringing one out. There is an announcement this week. There is going to be a Commodore 64 Mini. Looks just like the original Commodore 64, except it's half the size.
Have to say, I'm more excited about the SNES than that.
Oh yeah, I'm quite excited about the C64. It's half the original size and looks to be a really detailed replica of the original. It's going to contain lots of classic games. It will have HDMI outputs to see the 8-bit graphics as sharply as you possibly could see them. It includes a replica of the original Commodore 64. And you can connect the device to any modern television and screen. A classic style joystick that looks a bit like the old Commodore 64 joysticks with built-in games. The C64 is emulated by the system. Comes with the save game function, so you can save your games. You couldn't do that when you had a Commodore 64.
You had to leave it on overnight, didn't you?
Yeah. And 2 USB ports so you can plug an additional keyboard or add a second joystick for 2-player gaming. I mean, you know I'm going to buy it, don't you, Greg? Or Christmas is coming up.
Yeah. What, you expect me to buy that for you?
Yeah.
You must be joking. You want me to buy it? I'm going to get you a mug, Jason, and that's it.
You are a mug, Greg. Sticking with tech news, Greg. Scooping the tech news today. It's the scoop. The tech news.
What, is that a new section?
No.
Well, then what are you talking about?
Just for today.
Okay.
The Atari Box, Greg. Remember a few months ago we announced that Atari had announced that they were bringing out a new console?
Yeah, we didn't announce because no one would give a monkeys if we announced.
Atari announced it and we just read it off someone else's website.
Right.
The Atari Box has now got more details.
You're right there?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Did you have to have a minute then, thinking where you are?
I was talking about them. It's going to be released in 2018 in the spring. It's going to have a price point of around $249 to $299.
What is it?
I'm going to tell you right now, Greg.
Tell me.
So, what will you get for that price, Greg? Something that isn't like an Xbox One or a PS4 or any of those. Atari has said that it will be a full PC experience on the TV. So that means that you'll be able to do a lot more
bloopers
than just play games with it.
Like what?
Go on the internet, perhaps. Don't know. It will be very flexible, and I'm sure that all of those clever hackers and people out there will get it to do lots of things that it wasn't intended to do. But people are getting excited about it. Fred Chesnay, who is the Chief Executive Officer at Atari, said, "With Atari Box, we wanted to create an open system, a killer product where people can game, stream, and browse with as much freedom as possible. Atari games and content will be available, as well as games and content from other providers. We also wanted to launch Atari Box with our community and reward our fans with exclusive early access, special editions, and include them as active participants in the product rollout."
Yeah, I'm still looking forward to getting my little mini SNES more than anything, to be honest.
Well, maybe this will change your mind, Greg.
Go on then.
The Atari Box will come with an AMD customised processor, Radeon graphics technology, and Linux operating system.
You're joking, aren't you? That is unbelievable.
I thought that would impress you.
I don't know what any of that means.
It's going to be quite powerful.
I'm still looking forward to the Super Nintendo.
Again, probably going to get one of those, aren't I?
What, for Christmas?
No, because it doesn't come out till spring. So maybe for my birthday.
You want me
September.
to? You think I'm going to buy you a?
Yeah, $249.
You're going to get another mug for your birthday, Jason. If the shop ever opens.
remember when you were a kid, Greg? I know it was a long time ago, but cast your mind back.
A lot less longer than you being a kid, Jason.
Does that make sense?
I think so.
Do you remember the selection boxes were so much better than they are now?
Yeah.
I buy selection boxes for the kids now and they're about that big. Cost £1. They're in the shops now. They go out of date in November. Anyway, when we were kids they were so much better, weren't they?
Weren't they? They were better, yeah.
Well, Cadburys, Greg,
yes.
are releasing a retro selection box for Christmas this year.
Now, yeah, I have to say this is a fantastic idea, but I don't understand why they've only just decided to do this. Because the American company have bought Cadburys, and now they're doing a retro version, whereas the old English company that owned it didn't do it.
Yeah, I think it's because of the recent surge in nostalgic content everywhere, with things like Stranger Things and It and all.
Well, let's be honest, Jason. We're going to go and buy this, aren't we?
We are,
immediately.
Yes. New for 2017, the Cadbury's Retro Selection Box is a special Christmas selection which contains a classic collection of Dairy Milk Whole Nut, Dairy Milk Caramel and Dairy Milk Fruit and Nut and Cadbury Heritage Wraps.
Can I have a question?
Yeah.
They've changed the chocolate at Cadbury's, haven't they?
I don't know if they have, I think that.
No, they have. It's a big thing.
It tastes the same to me.
It does not.
I'm not a massive chocolate fan.
No, well, I'm telling you, it doesn't taste the same. It tastes very different.
I know they changed the chocolate on cream eggs a couple of years ago. I could taste the difference.
No, there's a massive thing about the whole chocolate changing. It's saving money, isn't it, the way they've done it? But anyway, what I'm saying was, do you think these will just be packaged with the same chocolate in now, or will they revert back to the old way of making chocolate?
No, I think it's just the repackaging program. And the box and everything looks beautiful. I will put a picture of it on the screen for you to see.
But it'll probably taste like it won't be very nice.
You can't say that, Greg. We'll have to get one and find out.
Yeah, but the Cadbury's, don't get me wrong, it's still nice, but it's not as good as it was, Cadbury's. I have to say, you know what's best, don't you?
What?
Galaxy.
You
silky milk chocolate
divided
Galaxy.
a nation there, Greg. I can't stand Galaxy.
Really? This is a good topic, isn't it?
Kinder, that's what you want.
Kinder?
Milka.
No.
It's all good stuff.
No, Galaxy all the way.
Toblerone. With only not as many peaks as it used to have. We never did get one of those Poundland Toblerones.
Yeah, they got sued for it, didn't they? That's why.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you about that. We could have done a follow-up on that, actually.
All right.
They got done for it. I don't know whether it's in there anymore, but they're getting sued by Toblerone for it.
Oh, well, there you go.
What was it called? Peaks or something? Twin Peaks?
Yeah.
Did they get...
With almost identical packaging to
I think we said, there's no way they're going to get away with this, and lo and behold, they got done for it.
Anyway, that's Cadbury's Retro Selection Box.
I'd like some titles for this bit, Jason.
Carry on and make some, Greg.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, there you go.
I mean, you only need a few words.
Like what?
Well, this section is called Films That We're Going to Talk About, that was released probably a long time ago, that you've probably forgotten, that we're going to remind you about now and talk a bit about now.
It's a catchy title, that.
Exclamation mark.
What are we talking about, Greg? Which movie are we talking about?
Do you remember Whoopi Goldberg?
Whoopi?
Yeah.
Goldberg, yeah.
She hasn't done a lot lately, has she?
Wasn't there a joke about if she married Jared Depardieu, she'd be Whoopi Duppy Doo?
Duppy Doo, yeah.
That doesn't work, does it?
No, there is a joke there.
Whoopi Depardieu. Whoopi Duppy Doo. I don't know. Move on.
Well, do you remember her?
Yeah.
Well, she hasn't been about for ages, but the film when she was really popular, this was a really good film. Do you remember Jumping Jack Flash?
Yes, I do.
I used to love this film.
I think this might be a forgotten film for quite a few people.
It could be, yeah. Unless they remember it.
And then it won't be. Jumping Jack Flash, Greg. It was a spy film, do you remember? A comedy.
What year was it?
1986.
Six, yeah.
The soundtrack includes two versions of the song Jumping Jack Flash, originally by the Rolling Stones, and a remake by Aretha Franklin, which we've heard over the end credits. There you go. Whoopi Goldberg plays Teresa Terry Doolittle. Remember they called her Terry.
Yeah.
Transfers funds for the National Bank in Manhattan in New York when she gets a strange message through her computer, doesn't she?
You have to remember as well, this was cutting edge then, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And her normal boring life became something much more exciting. And the particular scene I remember being very funny was when she was drugged at the end.
Yeah.
What was it, towards the end?
Yeah, she
was in the office.
played that really well, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. Basically, she is recruited, if you like, by a spy to help her with his mission. I haven't watched this film for years, Greg, and now I'm thinking I need to watch it again because it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It was released on October the 10th, 1986, Greg. So that's...
See, I got it right this week.
31 years ago.
Yeah, but I got it right, Jason. I got the film in the week that we're doing it.
I know, yeah, well done.
Because that's what people don't really seem to realise.
No, that's what we're aiming for.
The week that we film.
Yeah. It had a budget of 18 million and made 29.8 million at the box office.
Not a bad, what's the word? Return. Thanks,
yeah. It's all right. At the time, it received generally negative reviews from critics. That's easy for me to say. Roger Ebert, who that is, that famous American film critic, likened Whoopi Goldberg's performance, but felt that she was harnessed to an exhausted screenplay, an anthology of old ideas and worn-out cliches.
Don't people just moan and just enjoy it?
It's just to leave your brain outside film, innit, and enjoy.
Just have a bit of fun.
Comedy.
Because she was really at her peak there, wasn't she, as well? So
the plot was okay.
The film was great.
It has a 28% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. And even though it wasn't well received, it was a modest success at the box office and opened at number 3 spot.
Well, I liked it, Jason.
Me too. It is available on Blu-ray. It was released in 2013 on Blu-ray. And I'm sure it's available on some streaming sites. Legal streaming sites. Don't want to get into that, do we? Jumping Jack Flash.
Yeah, no whiny voice. You leave me alone. I'm gonna snatch this bad boy off your head.
Oh, no.
And have to ram this straight up your old chocolate whizway.
Oh, my God.
Get Larry the heavyset guard. Get Larry the heavyset guard.
Get Larry.
Hey, it's
Is this the headline bit, Jason?
This is the headline, Greg.
That means it's the big news.
Of all the films from your childhood, which one would you hate to see be remade?
Superman into Man of Steel.
No, that's already happened.
Right.
And it's because of that things like this fill us full of dread, isn't it?
Goonies.
Don't.
Back to the Future.
No. I mentioned it at the beginning, Greg.
Oh, Flight of the Navigator.
Yes.
They can't.
They are.
Yeah, I know we've probably mentioned this before, haven't we, in the past, but it's actually been definitely announced now.
Yeah.
This is bad.
It's been written by Joe Henderson, who, for those who watch the programme called Lucifer, he runs that show on TV. And the Henson Company are involved, which kind of gives it a little bit of credibility for me.
It does, but there was only one real main alien character, and it wasn't there.
No, I had all the aliens.
No, I mean for the main bit. Yeah, I know, but for the main bit, like the main character. Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it just seems a bit. I don't know. I just don't want to mess in with classics. Do you know what I mean?
Lionsgate Films are producing this in association with the Henson Company, who will be producing it.
I think I know what I'm doing, Jason. I'm psychologically trying to find things
Wrong
to hate it already, even before it's made, because it was such a good film the first time round.
I just don't know how, with all these 80s remakes, obviously technology has moved on so much since then that I don't know how they'll capture the heart of what we loved about it when we were kids.
We go to a film now and expect to see lots of technology, whereas then, if it happened, we went...
Yeah, we were amazed.
Like Superman flying, I mean, we were gobsmacked at that.
I mean, the effects in Flight of the Navigator, the original one, were fantastic. The ship transforming, all of that, brilliant.
I've told you a million times, haven't I? I've seen the ship.
Yes, we all know the story.
I've seen the ship, Jason.
You've seen
just
the
left
ship.
in the back, rusting away.
So the original film obviously told the story of the 12-year-old boy David, who was abducted by Max. Where's my raisins?
David, where's my raisins?
By Max the UFO, and then returned to his home town, but at the wrong time. So his parents and everybody had aged, and he hadn't, because time travel would have been too dangerous for him.
Yes.
So everybody had grown up, he hadn't. Anyway, great film. We loved it, and they've been talking about a Flight of the Navigator reboot since 2009. But that version never saw the light of day. This time, though, it looks like it is going to take off with the Henson Company on board. See what I did there, Greg?
It's a genius.
It says there, Flight of the Navigator was renowned for its impressive special effects.
Who's going to play the part? Anything on that yet?
No, not yet. It's in the writing stage at the moment.
Got to be an unknown, hasn't it?
You would have thought so.
But they've got to have a name in it somewhere.
Yeah. And, you know, they're going to have to change the story drastically, aren't they? Because of technology.
Yeah.
Because David had to go and fetch his brother from his friend's house where he was having tea. So now all he'd have to do is go, Jeff, can you come home? It's time for tea.
He might not have a signal.
He might not.
See, I've just written the film there then.
Well done. Flight of the Navigator Reboot. Let us know what you think in the comments below.
Max, I want you to turn on all engines now. That's an order from your navigator.
Oh, now you're a navigator. So navigate already.
It looks like it's out of control and falling.
Somebody shoot him down?
I have no idea.
Better do something, big shot. You aren't even trying.
All of that news in such a little space of time, Greg.
I'm absolutely scoopered.
We are scooping fast, aren't we? We are getting faster at scooping.
Yeah.
We've scooped. Feel better for it, do you?
Relieved.
We'll be back tomorrow morning, that's Saturday, with Tea and Toast Saturday.
Tea and Toast Saturday.
And for those of you who are wondering, we got a new camera.
We'll talk about that tomorrow. Draw.